I'll be wearing the Wademan G-Shock Vintage watch. I got a white one with purple and pink strap. I'm wondering which matte white strap to get for this GA2100, which is the latest one. Good pick, by the way. First of all, if you want to get an original strap, it is pretty easy because it features a 16mm lug for the GA2100. So you could just buy any G-Shock watch from 6.9 or 5.6. Most of G-Shock watch feature a 16mm watch. In this case, this is a G2900. But if you want to save a little bit of cash, just buy any silicone watch band on the market and trim the strap, especially this connection over here, to 16mm and just plug it in your GA2100 and you are good to go. Sir, I'm just asking, if I use spray paint in my matte black bezel, will it work? The answer is it will work. I have a quick example of just experimenting on this G8900 watch bezel. This one originally came in white colorway. All I did is just directly spray paint, tin can spray paint. Check this out, it didn't crack whatsoever. But remember, when you're using a spray paint, you're gonna need to apply 3 coats: the primer, the actual color, and a coating on top to make sure that the paint will last. All of these 3 steps will unfortunately will bury some of the wording on the G-Shock watch because they are too thin. So the best way is to use airbrush because the coating will be a really fine thin coat. But if you're using spray paint, that will work. But remember, again, it will bury some of the wording on top. If you don't mind that, then you are good to go. It's pretty cheap as well. Obi-Wan commented, I love the red GA2100 but really concerned about visibility. I'll be using it as a tool watch in low light condition. I'm a bouncer and currently use a GA800. So I hope you guys could comment down below as well what you guys thoughts on this situation. But I gotta say, if you get the all red version, it will be a lot better in comparison to the black version because it still feature a brighter color tone in comparison to the black ones. But if possible, try to look for ones in positive display, which I think doesn't exist yet, but I would recommend a G-Steel G-Shock watch instead. In my opinion, this will be a good one. It is big, it is tough, it looks solid, it is rugged, it is sharp, and you know, it looks a little bit more dangerous. So you know what, in my opinion, G-Steel 100 series is the best way to go. ET says, hi, I just replaced 2 batteries on my G303. Everything works except analog clock. What should I do? Maybe I should reset analog engine somehow because digital module works fine and I reset it already. Thanks. So this seems to be a little bit more common these days with this G300 series. I think I already mentioned this plenty of times before with the issues that I stumbled upon on G300 series. As you guys can see, this is a vintage model released somewhere in the early 2000s. Alongside with this, and all of the 300 series that was released, even up to date, feature a similar movement. I don't know what happened to these fellas, but the movement breaks after the battery runs out or while the battery is still running. I don't know, probably there's something going on in the circuit board design that really inefficient in a way that it will cause battery leaks, and you know what, over time it will damage the circuit board. And most of the time this will happen where it will disconnect the circuit board to the analog movements, which the best solution I could suggest is just disassemble the watch, which I already done plenty of times before, and clean up the circuit board using an alcohol swab. Just wipe it off clean and assemble it back. Make sure all the springs are there, you know, just in case you get rusted over time. So make sure they are there, and that should work already. Or you know what, if that doesn't work, just swap the battery. Probably something wrong with that. And if that still didn't work, and I would just recommend you to just junk the watch because it is not worth keeping and not worth fixing. Since that watch aren't as popular, the resale value is really low. You will lose a lot of money if you try to fix it up. And you know what, since Casio been releasing all these newer models that has similar price range anyway, so why not get this GA2100 instead? In my opinion, it is a lot better. How can I turn off the automatic LED lights in the watch, which is G7700? So this is the watch that he's talking about, G7700, in this case the black and gold version. If you go to alarm or if you turn on the timer, when it is off, it will beep. At the same time, flash 3 lights down here: green, yellow, and red. So if you want to turn this thing off, just go to the main watch setting. I think there's many people already done a video talking about how to set up the watch, but regardless, press adjust and pressing mode button until LT appear on this tiny window over here. There we go, LT synchronize. Turn it off so that it won't synchronize with the beeping sound. And now each time the alarm is off, you could just hear the alarm and the LED lights won't turn on anymore. Okay, this is a pretty easy one, but I still have to share this because some people just haven't realized this one yet. Hi, the dimensions are the same as the DW5735D1B. I want to change the case for DW5035. So actually, if you look really closely for the DW57 or DW56, they are just the exact same watch with different bezel on the outsides, which means you could swap the movement inside, you could even swap the case, and you could even swap the bezel between these two. It's gonna look odd, but it could work because they are just the same watch with different appearance. My G-Shock GD350 Black, for some reason every couple of months it's just master reset itself. What should I do? Okay, I'm not really familiar with this problem at all because I haven't experienced this yet, so I hope some of you guys who have the experience might share your method on how to fix this in the comment section down below. But for my experience of, you know, disassembling, just fix it up minor detail on the G-Shock watch. Usually this happen on probably because of battery, because the battery is faulty, and then it's gonna cause the watch to reset itself. You could swap the battery to a better one, or you could just try to clean up the circuit board again. That is the only thing that I would recommend you to do, considering that the GD350 is pretty special and it has a vibration unit in them. Probably that gonna affect with the electronics in there as well, so that might be it. Try to clean it up and make sure nothing got loose in there. If there are anything loose, you're gonna need to resolder it back, but I wish that is not the case. But then again, if you have any circuit board related issues, the best way is just to buy a donor board and just replace it, sell the rest for parts. I think you will be able to save a lot of money as well at the same time, instead of just sending away to Casio to get it fixed. So if you have any more comments or questions, just leave them in any one of my videos, not necessarily need to be this one. I'll answer them right away. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is Josh F, and I'm out.